amount of open threes you guys gave up in the first half, and how frustrating was it to have that happen, and why do you think that was such a problem?
Yeah, clearly going against a team like BYU who has a lot of really good shooters. That's kind of what I feel like they pride themselves on is being able to stretch the floor and be able to shoot threes. I think if you had to point to one thing, it'd probably just be communication and being tighter on our switches. That's something that we emphasized going into the game, and that was kind of our game plan was to switch because they are so deadly from three, and they do a really good job of spacing you out and making you guard a lot of areas. So we just when they set screens and stuff like that, we weren't as attached as we needed to be, and so that kind of gave them a lot of space to come off and shoot cleanly. And then I would say in transition, those two things are probably the reasons why they got off so many.
Hunter, this is the second straight game where Kansas has trailed the entire 40 minutes. How concerned are you about the way you guys are starting games and the inability to get back in the game once it gets away from you?
Yeah, it's not good to start the game. It got away from us real quick. I think it was 26-12 in first, 6 to 8 minutes, I think. And that's kind of where the game was lost. I feel like you can't let a team get off to 8-0 starts on the road 2 games in a row, and I would say just be successful. It makes it really hard because teams are good at home. Teams are going to shoot way better at home than they do on the road, and so I think you saw that tonight, where coming out trying to throw the first punch per se would be a better recipe for success.
Hunter, that's 2 games here at altitude. Is altitude a thing, or how would you assess it after playing it twice?
Altitude is a real thing, but I don't think the altitude led us to give up 14 threes. I think that was kind of more just us not being ready to play.
Call all this timeouts by the 14-minute mark of the second half. And kind of what was Bill Self telling you in those timeouts, especially early in the game, that you wanted to see different?
I think just trying to claw away any way we could. I think whenever the lead was what it was, just trying to diminish it little by little. Because when it came into halftime, there's no. He said there's no 20-point play. Got to do it one possession at a time, and that's what we tried to do, but we're unsuccessful in doing that.
Hunter, for a team that was maybe already reeling a little bit heading into this, how do you prevent something like this from sending you, I guess, spiraling further?
I think just staying together and not. Obviously, we're going to catch a lot of flack from, whether it's fans, national media. Rightfully so, because we just lost by damn near 40, and, it's obviously not Kansas basketball. And so, just got to stay together. Nobody's gonna feel bad for us, now that NIL's a thing and players are getting paid and everything like that. Nobody's going to feel bad for you. They're going to expect you to perform like a paid player, and so that's kind of what you got to go out there and do. You have a job to do, clearly when you do it, and so there's going to be repercussions and a lot of flack for that, and rightfully so. We deserve that.
Hunter, you went 2 from 5 on the free throw line. How frustrating is it to not get to the line more and not convert when you guys get to there?
Yeah, that was kind of the game. They didn't really call too many fouls. I think they did a good job of letting us play. It was good out there. I feel like it was 2 teams that were, there weren't a lot of fouls called, I think, and so that was kind of I'm trying to forget the word, but I think you know what I'm talking about. That was kind of what happened when there was so many fouls called.
Anything else? This is the second straight game you lost to BYU. Is there anything personal with this BYU team, and are you looking forward to maybe a rematch in the Big 12 tournament?
No, I don't think there's anything personal other than they whipped us today. They beat us by 36. So I don't think there's anything personal about that. That's just a team that came out to play and one team didn't.
All right, thanks, Hunter.
Thanks, guys. Rock shot.